Portal Knights, my dear old friend. It has been a while since I played it for real. I've been playing it on and off. I just recently played it also, mainly for footage of this video actually, but also because there were some things that in the back of my head annoyed me a little bit, because I hadn't completed it. I hadn't taken the time to complete that stable that I built. But now it feels more complete. I will probably expand upon it, maybe a little bit more, maybe a pasture behind it or something. I don't know. I fenced pasture. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Portal Knights, and I would say its end, it seems. It's sad, because suddenly I started thinking about Portal Knights, and I was wondering, where is it? I mean, Portal Knights is there on the Steam store, but we haven't had any updates since May last year. And the only update that was the Legendary Edition. The Legendary Edition includes all the DLC, including the small $3 DLCs or add-ons. They're like cosmetic vanity items. Haven't bought those, not interested in those. I love the game and I support the game, but not interested in those. Sorry. But I started thinking, why is that? Why hasn't there been an update since May of last year? So I first went on to the forums on Steam. Didn't find much there. Pretty much the same thing. There are some new threads, of course, from players who have questions or wants to invite others to co-op, or probably want to scam you somehow, and some other things. Then I went on to Google, typed in Portal Knights, got on to their webpage, didn't find much there. I did find out it's on Android and iOS. I didn't know that. Cost like $6, $7. I'm not sure if the DLC is included in that. I don't think so. I'm kind of tempted to try that out, but we'll get back to that. I also found out that the last blog post was from like 2016, so that blog wasn't really worth much. Then there wasn't much more there actually. Some Wikipedia page about the game. That's about it. Let's see. Then I went on to Reddit. I typed in Portal Knights 2, and then I went on to a Reddit thread which talked about, or someone asked if this was something in the works or something that was possible, but it doesn't seem it is, sadly, which is too bad. Whether or not they're making a second one or we're continuing on the first game, it didn't matter to me, only that I would like to see much more added to the game. So much more. There's so much more potential within the game. The game is still great. I love the game. I have over 400 hours in it, and I would like to keep playing, but some of the things I feel like I've built like almost everything I can. There is one thing I want to build, or maybe two, but I would have to do that on a different island than I'm currently on, because the island that I'm on, which have my village and all that, is kind of full. I don't think I can build anything more on that island. It's an island and you can't expand it however far you want to, so I wanted to build like a Colosseum where you could like summon the different bosses. Maybe I should do that though on another island, because then normal enemies could also spawn there, but I don't know. Anyway, as I said, except for 2 things, I feel like I have built everything that I want to. But with new content, that would change. I was hoping for a second game or more DLC to expand on the game, but there was another thing, an MMO. An MMO. Published by 505 Games, which are the publisher for Portal Knights. But developed by some Chinese company that I can't remember the name of. But that's not exactly what I was looking for. Sure, I love co-op in Portal Knights, but I was not looking for an MMO. No, not an MMO. No. I have nothing against MMOs, except for maybe the monthly payment, but I can live with that since I played pretty much I don't know how many hours in Star Wars: The Old Republic. I mean, it just takes the right game to pull you in, and you are willing to pay per month. But Portal Knights MMO, no thank you, no thank you. Unless it was like a one pay option. But I don't want to run around in Portal Knights MMO encountering other players, building games like Minecraft and Portal Knights and all those other building block games. I've never seen the big appeal of MMO and massive multiplayer servers in that. I mean, I'm building something, then here comes another player and just wrecks it. I mean, sure, the restrictions can be added to such a game to restrict players from being able to destroy your creation, but it just doesn't appeal to me. I want those to be a single player game, and if I want to show off what I've done, I either show friends and family privately, or I can always make a video and upload it to YouTube. Not many players will see it, maybe, depending on how much the video spreads, but at least you get to show it off if that's what you're going for. As for my creations, I love my creations. I would like to expand on those even further, but with no new things adding to Portal Knights, I think it's time to say goodbye. At least for us players who have played a lot of hours into it and feel that we have done almost everything we can, I feel it's time to say goodbye to Portal Knights. I mean, if a friend asked me to jump in and help, I would do it without hesitation. I love the game and I do still want to play it, but playing single player and only building, well, after a while it takes something out of you. Same thing as kind of happened with Valheim, as you might have known if you have seen my other video. If you have seen other videos on my channel, I played much of Valheim this year, and I have about 180 hours in the game. So yeah, that has been taking a lot of my time. Now it was a while since I played because I'm waiting for the Heart and Stone or Heart and Home. I think I was thinking of Heart of Stone DLC for The Witcher 3. Hearth and Home. I think it's pronounced Hearth. You know those fireplaces in the middle of a fireplaces with stones. Stones, fire. Sometimes maybe a cauldron above it. I think that's a hearth. I think it's pronounced Hearth. Anyway, Hearth and Home DLC. I'm waiting for that. and it has been said that it's gonna come out now in July, August, and I hope that's true because we've been waiting a while now. But at the same time, the developers should release it when they feel ready to do so. I'd rather get a complete DLC than a unfinished DLC. But I am looking forward to that because that will expand what I can build, perhaps. Which was what drew me to Portal Knights in the beginning. I started playing Portal Knights in the early access in 2017, and I got pulled in right away. I loved the combat, the cartoonish style, and the, of course, building. And with new updates, new building material and all that, I love those little details that you could add later on, like mannequins. I love that. Being able to place barrels or these dishes, even little things like that, plates and all of that. I think I even have a chopping block. No, not chopping block. Vegetable. Wooden block with a knife on it, you know, cut vegetables on. That's not a chopping block, is it? Is that a chopping block? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But those details, that's what drew me to continue to play Portal Knights. But with no new things, and I built so much, yeah, it's time to say goodbye. But let me rephrase that. It's time to say goodbye, but it's not farewell. It's see you later. See you later, Portal Knights, some other time. And I've been Swippy92. Have a great life, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye.